Okay, so as you may have seen my previous video for ELITA-1, I was not happy with how unintuitive, I don't know if that's a word, but not intuitive the transformation was. And some of you have pointed out that the transformation I did was all wrong, but guys, that was the point. That was the whole point of that video. I transformed ELITA-1 based on how I perceived it to be transformable. And again, I've never gotten my hands on EARTHRISE ARCEE, so it's not something that I could do on the fly, but it is something that I could attempt, just like with any Transformers toy, to do for the very first time. And honestly, while filming that review, I did read the instructions, and at the end, I was wanting to not do that, but I ended up having to do that just to try to get the transformation to work. Did not do anything for me. I tried to watch a few reviews just to finish the video, and was still not able to fully transform her properly and get her to be flush. And ironically, what happened was I ended up watching, I believe it was Optibotimus's review of EARTHRISE ARCEE, where he didn't even get to finish. It was also, I think it was a first look as well, and he didn't even get to finish the figure, but he did a few things that kind of clued me in as to what I was missing in the transformation. And again, I chalk it up to this whole thing not being an intuitive figure to transform anyway. But given all that, and now that I know how to transform her, I'm going to quickly show you how to do that if you're still confused. Now, I will also show you how to properly plug her backpack back on. Now, the easiest way to do it, if you've already removed the backpack, so it's probably going to be positioned something like this. Okay, so don't just, okay, so some people just try to shove the backpack on there. That actually is not going to help you. As you can see, if you just try to shove the backpack in, there will be some resistance. There is a button here on, I don't even know if it's really a button, but kind of. So there's a button here that you'd want to press, which gives it a little more clearance to push inside, and there you go. So there you have it. Oh, forgot to mention, you may notice that I'm using Generations ARCEE's blaster for ELITA-1. There's a reason for that. It's because it actually works better with ELITA-1, both aesthetically and in terms of storage and alt mode. But let's go back to the transformation of this. Okay, so you don't really have to do a lot with ELITA-1 right now. Her body anyway, you just need to, okay, just keep her like that. Some people like to turn her head like the instructions say. Now you're gonna wanna flip these out. It's a little annoying because these shoulder pads kind of get in the way, but just flip those wheels out. There's a little bit of resistance, but you can do it. Unlike, I was watching EARTHRISE ARCEE videos and she does not have those sharp shoulder pads, so it's a little easier for you to do this with EARTHRISE ARCEE. Okay, so now that that's done, you're gonna wanna do the same thing to the lower section here. Flip out these parts. There you go. And you can pretty much have a semblance of what the alt mode will look like. Do the same on the other side. There you go. Just tab in whatever needs to be tabbed in. And there you go. This is the thing that most people miss because it doesn't feel like it's something that you should technically do, but really, okay, so you push you push ELITA-1 or ARCEE down, but you're gonna need to push her deeper inside because there's a little bit of a notch inside. There's a notch right there. This is the thing that I saw in Optibotimus's video that you should do. It plugs onto the small of her back. So what you're gonna wanna do is really push. And it's super annoying to do. Okay, maybe get the arms out of the way first. You're gonna wanna, okay, Took a lot of doing, but as you can see, okay, push her in as far as you can. So now she should, okay, for you to actually get this whole thing to work, her butt essentially should be reaching the roof of the car. And the small of her back, or her entire back rather, should actually be lined up along the roof of the car. Otherwise, you're never gonna get this to transform right. Now, what you need to do is to hide these. And I saw Tauntaun do a little bit of a different thing where he put the arms up on the side. I guess that works for some folks as well. But this is just the way the instructions do it and the way most people would do it. Just shove these inside where they don't get in the way. And then you're gonna wanna... Okay, so make sure that you have as much of the hip exposed there, because that's going to help with the transformation. And then you turn these legs this way, turn it around this way as well, so they're both flipped. And you're going to want to bring these up, but not just like this. The instructions would tell you to do it like this. You're gonna want to turn them a little bit to the side like that and push them a little bit inside. Okay, so just so you see what I did there, I pushed this knee section. What you want to do essentially is, okay, there you go. This is the annoying part, by the way. You want this to meet this, and you want these little things that prevent stuff from moving, nubs, to just meet these parts. And this is where it gets frustrating, even if you already know how to do this. If you do it wrong, it's going to resist. Okay, so that is meant to catch that section and the shin, and that is meant to catch that section. So if you've got them both doing that, then you've got it right. But you still want to make sure that everything is aligned, even if you're doing that, because otherwise it won't sit flush, and that's the annoying bit from this mode. So that's what it should look like, kind of. We flip this out. But, you know, nice option to also do this if you want to make it look different from your EARTHRISE RC. But flip this out anyway. And technically, you are done. Okay, so there you go. It is now flush and will roll. Yay. Okay, so now, as I was telling you earlier, what I did was I'm using Generations or Legends RC's gun with her, because the original gun just does not work as well. If you plug the original gun on there, can't even get it to plug on properly. But if you plug the original gun on there, ta-da, that's what happens. But with this gun, you just have to shove it a little bit in there and you're done. No problem, easy peasy. Okay, so there is my tutorial on how to transform your EARTHRISE RC or your ELITA-1 figure with some effort. But, you know, this might help. There are a few videos out there that will teach you how to do the transformation, but I wanted to basically just help out anyone that got this figure and was having a hard time transforming them as well. Anyway, this has been X Paco for X's Toy Universe.